When you take a fish out of the water and throw it onto land, what do you expect to happen? Usually, everything is normal. The fish will wiggle around for a little bit, gasp for air, maybe spend some forgotten time in Phoenix, Charlotte, or New Orleans, and then rapidly die out. It's a sad sight for sure, but with how quick the whole process is, we can forget about it all just as fast. When's the last time you thought about Greg Monroe? For me, it's been a long time. But what if that fish does all that? It struggles, flips around a little bit, but just keeps going. For 8 years, that fish is stuck there on the sand, just flopping around on the verge of death until he's thrown on a plane and dropped in Cleveland. And all of a sudden, the fish begins to transform. A little bit here and there, a spark of hope can be seen. Every once in a while, we can see that fish evolving in its new waterless environment. The gills are slowly forming into lungs, things are going great. But then, the fish does this.
A slow motion affair here in Memphis. Valanciunas.
And we all remember that no matter how hard that fish wants to evolve to survive in its environment, it's the last of its species, and evolution takes time. Eventually, that fish will die out. But for now, we are still left waiting. If it wasn't made obvious already, this whole thing is a metaphor for the career of Andre Drummond, who I will be exposing the truth about in this video. Before that though, you gotta subscribe. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. And also you'll just make my day, and hey, you'll get some content in return. Just do it. With that out of the way, let's get into this. Andre Drummond is the last of his kind, but he likes to trick us into thinking that he isn't. Every once in a while, we'll see him make a nice pass. Maybe you'll see a clip of him knocking down a three-pointer on your Twitter feed from time to time. But we have to remember that an NBA game is 48 minutes long. Drummond has played around 30 to 33 minutes a game for the past 8 years of his career, and most of these clips span, what, a couple of seconds? Here's the truth. 0.16% of his shots are taken from beyond the three-point arc. 0.32% of his shots are taken from beyond the free throw line. He is shooting 56% on free throws this year and is 0 for 7 on threes. As hard as he tries to get with the times, he just can't. So when Drummond groups himself with Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jusuf Nurkic as the next wave of progressive big men, it's almost sad how unaware he is that he's really just not like the others. Here's the full quote. "I've still found a way to stay relevant and stay on top. In terms of the big man position dying, I don't think that's a real thing. I think it's just, people not knowing basketball or paying attention to what's going on. The big man is coming back. You look at the perennial bigs we've got, Jokic, Joel Embiid, myself, Porzingis, Nurkic, go down the list of bigs that are playing really, really well or holding their own at the position. The do a little of everything style is the new evolution of the big man on the court. You see, Drummond gets it. He understands that the big man is evolving. He's not giving up and in denial like Greg Monroe or Roy Hibbert. He refuses to write off his career, but he's just failing so hard at trying to adjust. Drummond has had a fantastic year for his standards, but it hasn't been because of his new wave style of play. And if you want to sit here and tell me that, well, I'm gonna sit here and slap you in the face. I think an old school big man can survive in the modern era so long as he's athletic. Look at all the guys who have fallen in recent years. They're all slower than, something that's really slow. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't think of anything slow. Don't expect any clever humor here on the Kogostomus channel. Drummond is who he is. A big athletic Wood and Bull. Where's the room for someone like Drummond? By the way, I do have a video on Christian Wood as well as one on Bull. You can check those out after this one. Links to those are currently at the top of the screen as we speak. Trust me, I got a lot to say on a lot of players. You're not gonna want to miss my takes on these two. Want to see him in a new situation. Cleveland has really just been the same for him as Detroit. And as much as I want to say that he can't play as a second option, who am I to say? At the end of the day, we really just don't know. Ever again. We will always have the role players, the Clint Capellas of the world, no. So I'm gonna enjoy his time while it lasts. Although, I did bully him in this video comparing him to literally a dead fish, so I don't know, maybe I'm just a big hypocrite. And with that, we conclude this video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. And of course, stay safe out there.